So I made a mistake in a mistake video. I guess this is my first embarrassing moment here on YouTube, and I thought, do you know what? Let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Juliet Uzor, and I am a very embarrassed person at the moment. In this video, we're just going to clarify a little mistake I made in my most recent video, and that mistake has to do with stay stitching and understitching. I was trying to say that stay stitching is really important to stabilize necklines or curves or like wrap necklines, that type of thing. And well, what did I do? I put an understitching video instead. So here's me trying to resolve that issue. So let's differentiate between understitching and stay stitching. First of all, stay stitching is what you do to stabilize necklines or any curves, any curved parts really that you have on a garment, because the idea is for it not to get stretched out whilst you're manipulating the rest of the garments, because those parts of a garment normally come last or very close to the end of the construction of a garment. So I really wanted to explain that stay stitching is completely different to understitching. However, understitching is another very important part in the construction of garments, and understitching also happens in areas, not only necklines and armholes, it also happens in areas where you do not want the garment, the inner part of the garment to show when the garment is completely constructed. You find them, so I do that with my skirt bands because I don't want the inner lining of the band to show. I also do it to necklines because I don't want the lining or the facing of the neckline to show, so I always understitch. That understitching is a row of stitches that you normally sew as close as possible to the seam, but what you do is you sew down the lining or the facing onto the seam allowance. The difference between understitching and stay stitching is the stay stitching happens to your main garment, the main fabric of your main garment, and you sew it within the seam allowance of that part of the garment. And what you're doing there is you're keeping the fibers of the garment in place. You don't want them to stretch out or curl or get wavy when you finish making your garments, really. And that's the reason why I thought I'll come up here and clarify. Also, there's another stitch that can be quite confusing. I found it confusing when I was learning how to sew, and it's called top stitching. Top stitching happens where you sew, it's a bit, I don't know the difference between, if you know the difference between top stitching and edge stitching, let me know. But it's a bit like edge stitching because you're sewing close to the edge, very edge of a garment. I think I did some top stitching on this top. No, I didn't do top stitching on this one, but a top stitched garment, you would have the top stitching happening very, very close to the edge. And I don't know if there's a difference between top stitching and edge stitching. I should probably check, and I'll let you know what I find out in my description box of this video. I also have a video that I made long time ago when I started making YouTube videos, and I'll leave a link to that video describing or sharing my tips for top stitching. And I hope you find it useful, and I hope to see you over at that video. So enjoy the rest of your day, and all the very best. Take care. Bye. Oh no. Cover my face in shame. Okay, shame is over. I'm not embarrassed anymore. I think I've clarified it. So take care. Bye.